Hi you all, welcome back to my channel. Guys, today I come to you to talk about a few topics. The sun is just directly hitting me in my face. I found that position and I can't say it's gonna be for the best because I know it's the sun is good for you. So if you can get out in the sun, it's a good thing, but I don't know how long I'm gonna be sitting here. This is why I'm saying that, because too much sun is not good for anyone. Okay, but a little sun is good. So, today I'm going to be talking about, I'm looking down because I'm reading off a paper because I do not want to be forgetting what I am here to talk about. So it's like how to cope. Yeah, how to cope and survive in this COVID-19 that we have in, the pandemic that we're having at the moment. I know that I definitely wanted to come and talk about different topics and stuff like that. I really have to give credit to this vlog/video to one of my nieces. I'm not going to shout her out by name because I don't know if she wanted to be shouted out by her name, but she know who she is. So thank you so much for giving me most of this idea, to have on my channel as a topic. And she done it like in bullet points. She tell me over the phone in bullet points and say, it's Auntie Rose, I think this is some great topics that you should talk about on your channel. And I was so grateful to her, and I feel so proud of her that she's at the stage in life where she can even come up with these brilliant ideas in bullet points. She's a bright girl. Yeah, it's just amazing. So I've decided that I'm gonna come and discuss them today with you all. Angelo is asleep, the house is a bit settled, so what better time, I've managed to put myself a bit presentable, and that's always good. So okay, so the first one I'm going to be discussing is keep calm and remain positive. So keeping calm and remaining positive, we all have our ways of trying to keep calm. I should hope out there. My way of keeping calm, I always listen to uplifting music. I always like meditate, sit down and meditate, have some quiet time where you're just in your own zone so you can have time to think, I think when you have time to think and to depress, whatever the word is, like just to get that little 10-20 minutes by yourself of peace of mind, of just sitting down, whatever the word is, guys, put it in the comment because it's just not coming to me, but you understand what I'm saying. Just sit and meditate and just have that moment to yourself where you just think and be at peace for that little moment. Sometimes, a good hot drink is also good to keep you calm. And who like a bit of sugar in, have a bit of sugar. Who like a bit of honey, have a bit of honey. To my champions out there that can do without both sugar and honey and just go for it by itself, it's amazing. To have a nice hot cup of tea. A cup of tea is always good. I've learned that. Being in Britain is the British way. A nice cup of tea, that solves everything. But trust me, guys, I might be laughing, but it actually does. So have a nice cup of tea and just take time, maybe first thing in the morning. Do whatever you do to when you get up out your bed. Don't just get up and run on the phone, because I find that will just bombard you with a whole lot of. So just take that time first thing in the morning when you wake up. If you have children, obviously sometimes you have to get up and kind of make them something to eat, or in my case, sometimes first thing in the morning I do Angelo a cup of tea. But I try now to be the first thing in the morning, I try and do a bit of prayer. I pray and I give thanks and stuff like that. So do whatever you do, whether it be prayer, whether it be meditation, or just that 10-20 minutes, like I said, sitting down by yourself and just reflecting. Okay, so that was the number one point of trying to cope in this situation. The second one I would suggest is try to have a good diet. I use the word try because it's not easier. It's not easy. My weakness is having a sweet tooth. I like things sweet. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it the right way. Whether it comes to sugar or flavor, I'm just gonna go for it. So my thing is, even if I have some sugar, I'm trying to decrease the amount or replace it with something else. One of my replacements is starting to have a lot of frozen fruit, a lot of juices, blends, and we drink it that way. At first I couldn't do with a little bit of sweetness in it, but now I've actually got to the point where I've cut out all the sweetness. I just drink it by itself, whether it be mango or strawberry. I normally do it on its own now, like if it's mango on its own, strawberry, and now I've added strawberry and banana, you know, and cherry by itself as well, stuff like that. The kids love it. Shane is not so much of a fan, but you know, Angela and Tilly Rose love it, and where the Shane falls short, I try to replace it with something else, you know what I mean? But at least 3 out of the 4 of us is okay with that, so we buy a lot of frozen fruit and we blend it down into juice, stuff like that, using the juicer to, you know, get that in through a days as well. Some water, you know, try and get some water in as well, because that just not too much water, but water is good for the system to flush you, stuff like that, get out whatever toxin is there, you know. Just try and make sure you keep up with like your veg, and if you haven't got a juice and stuff, just try and get fresh fruit, because it was a bit not so good in the beginning when everything started, but I think everything is kind of getting back to a steady pace where you can find good fruits and fresh veg and all of those things now. So, you know, try and incorporate and try and make a good decision when you're buying, and balance out stuff, and, you know, mix and match. These are just a few ideas. Like I said, my niece helped me with them and I thought it was brilliant. The third one I'm going to be discussing is try your hardest best to stay connected, you know. Stay connected with your family and friends, and, you know, if you haven't got family and friends, try and make it be known, make somebody that can come and check or ring and check on you. Try and get it out there, you know. It's a lonely whole time now. I'll find that I've reunited so much bad blood between family and friends. I am really trying to, you know, this is such a time to think about the negative decisions you might make in the past, or where you might have gone wrong, and just realizing, like, with all that's going on, that life is too short to be like this. I'm not saying, you know, you shouldn't you should put yourself all the way out there, but definitely try and break down the barriers and reconnect with your family and friends. You know, a little gesture. Don't be afraid. At the end of the day, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Don't ever feel like you cannot reach out to your family. A little text, how you doing, and you'd be surprised sometimes the response from that. You know, go ahead and do that. Definitely keep connected and communicate, where you can play games. And I find that there's a lot of people that's absolutely one of the nemesis at the moment is loneliness, and you know, definitely try and rebuild and rekindle relationship with loved ones and friends and stuff like that, and just do the best that you can, and no matter what, just try and have a positive space, even if it doesn't go as well as you'd expect it to be. Just remember that life is short and we're blessed to be around, so just take everything with a pinch of salt. Don't take it to heart and all the rest of it, you know. Try and keep connected, and but don't take up too much of the news in your head, stuff like that. I would say watch a bit of movies, listen to music, stuff like that. Just being in the presence a bit, I'd say, is a real good idea. Not to do it to the point where you're going to get overwhelmed, you know. Just keep everything at a balance, and, you know, as long as you know it's positive for your mind and body, by all means go ahead and keep the stuff that you're doing up to date, and try and keep going and keeping positive. I think we're on our number 4 one. Try and get in some exercise. I tell you guys, I don't know, I am not just gassing up on myself, but I think I'm in way better shape now than I was in before the pandemic started happening. I'm not doing a lot, I'm not going to lie to you, but we actually start doing a bit of exercise, especially in the early stages as well, you know. And I'm definitely want to continue because, like I said, because of the juices and stuff like that, I kind of see like I'm looking a lot more healthier. I'm looking a little bit, I think I'm losing a little bit of weight. I think so, you know, don't quite me, but I think I am. Yeah, stuff like that, you know, is so fun, like doing the exercise with my daughter, my son. He's my youngest, you know, he loves a bit of a jumping around, and he's a very active boy, so he loves stuff like that. So, you know, I do my bit, not every day, mind you, but it's something I like to keep consistent, you know, trying to get my bones moving and keep going. You know, you have all sorts of things in your house that you can use. I think one of my other nieces, she used like siblings. Yeah, that's what it was. She used her siblings to do a push-up. One of they're back to back on each other, stuff like that. And she do a sit-up. She go outside. She used stuff around the house to do exercise. And she was showing me a little clip, you know, and she looks amazing. Yeah, so little things like there's always stuff around the house to use to do your exercise, and it doesn't have to be like actual exercising equipment, you know, you can make up your own stuff like that. Yeah, so I thought that was brilliant, the way she incorporated her siblings in the exercise. But whatever you're doing, guys, be careful, that's all I'm saying. But I just think, yeah, that was a good idea. So I think the last one I'm going to tell you is to try and have a bit of a routine, you know. And everything I have to say a bit, because, you know, over here girl is not the best at routine. I gotta go with the flow. There's something that's a routine things, and there's something that's not a routine things, you know. So but try and incorporate, so you kind of like know how your day is gonna go, and then maybe whatever portion is left out, you fill it in with something else. You know, just try and have a routine where maybe you get up in the morning, like I said, you have your little time where you do your meditation, have your little cup of tea, stuff like that. Then maybe, you know, then you can scroll through your social media and stuff like that, and then have a bit of breakfast, perhaps have your shower, maybe read a book, stuff like that. Just try to have a routine, do a bit of housework, and keep up, because I tell you, when everything piles up, it's just one of the most daunting everything to just like, I have my days when everything is just like the clothes need folding, this place is messy, that place is messy, and you want to scream. And then the kids, they get angry when they have to do the tidying up, when they're not consistently doing it. They get a bit upset, and you can hear them arguing with one another back and forth and stuff. So it becomes a bit more tense. But I find like when we do it in moderation, like bit by bit, every day, keep doing it, we have a much smoother day. So, you know, do your best to try and have a balanced routine. Yeah. So all in all, guys, those are my little tips. You know, I hope that it's helpful. Give God thanks, life is not over for us. We still got life, and we can't just sit and look and wait, because that's not going to be good. So, you know, get up, get moving, and bit by bit, even the grooming, I would like to touch on, like the grooming, you know, don't just sit in it. I have my days when I'm a complete mess, but as long as I have my shower and stuff like that, sometimes it's not too bad. But try and have your shower, because I always feel like when you have a shower, you always feel much better. You can do the next thing, you know what I mean? So definitely go ahead and have your baths in the morning, or your shower, whatever you do, and try and keep yourself clean, and try and keep yourself as best groomed as possible. If you have a lot of hair, just give it a wash, put moisturizer in it, and try and plait it or put it up. Just do some stuff to keep your grooming, that when you come out here, it's not going to take an army to get you back to your normal state. You know, or a village, whatever the thing is, that probably gonna have to be to get you back, because I know it is tricky. You know, I always tell my kids, if I see them getting too rough or too scruffy, I always try and make sure that they keep groom and keep up their hygiene, and keep up the stuff that they're not crawling out here at the end of it, completely lose who they are, because that could happen. I hope I'm not rambling on too much. Yeah, but those are the tips. You know, my niece helped me so well, and it is valid stuff to talk about, absolutely valid stuff. And I just want to tell anyone that out there, especially the young people, you know, some young people, it's very challenging and hard for, like, you know, some more than others. I know it's hard for everyone, and it's hard for most, like every young people, but there's a majority of young people that is particularly challenging for, you know. And I really want to just say, you know, God's given you life, God's given you health. You know, just don't feel despair, and just hang on in there. You know, if you haven't tried prayer, you can try a prayer in moderation. I'm not a Bible bash, I'm not pushing anything in your face, but I'll tell you, that can do wonders. You can take it in small dosage, and just give God thanks and build on it from there. Or, like I said, do whatever you do, you meditation stuff, but channel yourself into positive, because if you channel yourself into negative, it can just spiral and out of control. But I wish you guys all the best out there, and you know, just keep safe. And to all my roses, I'm so grateful, you know, to you all, from one to how many you guys are out there. I'm just so grateful for all your love and your support, and you know, for keeping me going, and you know, messaging me and underneath my videos, and showing love. I really can't tell you how much I appreciate that. And I just pray you guys just keep safe and just keep pushing through, and yeah, we'll get through this, guys. That's you know, bottom line that I'd like to tell you, that we get through this. And I love you guys so much. Stay safe, stay blessed. Yeah, lots of love, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye, guys.